Hey everybody, and welcome to the Unconventional Attorney Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Small, and I am the Unconventional Attorney. What is up, everybody? Before we get into today's content, as always, if you enjoy what you are hearing and you have not subscribed, rated, and reviewed, please do so. There are a couple reasons why. Reason number one, this content is free, so you owe me, okay? I'm going to guilt you into doing this. Reason number two, you don't want to miss any episodes. And reason number three, well, there's four reasons. Reason number three is that when you subscribe, when you rate, review, that sort of bumps up the podcast and other people can find it. If you want to be selfish and not letting anybody else get this information, then don't do it. But reason number four, if you are selfish, I've counterbalanced your need to keep this to yourself by giving away my 10 most influential books for every new 25 reviews that I get. Right now we are on 58, so we are creeping up slowly. If you want to get in that, do it. When we get to 75, I'll do another drawing. We had 2 people win, I think, last week, and you have a chance to win too. So do it. Just if you're on iTunes in particular, just like click on the thing, and like there's a thing and there's a thing. So Google it if you don't know how to do it. But I appreciate you if you do. So let's talk about let's just jump right in. We're not going to do anything else. Today's episode is called Facebook Secrets, and it's bigger than Facebook Secrets, as it always is, but the topic is going to surround Facebook. And I'm just going to set the tone by saying I saw a post in a Facebook group that is for lawyers and law firm owners. And I saw the post, and it meant well, but there were just so many things wrong with sort of the strategy, the tactic, the mindset, all of it, that I wanted to get on here and rant a little bit, help you guys a little bit, and hopefully point you in the right direction, because Facebook is a potential goldmine of new opportunity for everyone. It provides the opportunity to build brand. It provides the opportunity to get clients today, and it provides the opportunity to build an audience of people that will come to you again and again and again, review your services, be great clients, and do all of the things that you want them to do. But if you don't structure your approach correctly, then you're going to miss out on this opportunity, and somebody else is going to swoop in. They're going to do the right things, and you're going to wonder why they're having so much success when you can't seem to figure it out. Okay, so let's dive right in. Let's set the tone. So I'm going to tell you this post. I'm not going to tell you who the person was, because that's not the point. I'm going to read the whole thing though, except for the name of the business, and then we'll just talk about it. So basically it says, any feedback is welcome. I was trying a lot of different copy, and it was triggering Facebook's algorithm for rejecting the ad based on their terms of use. The issue went away when I deleted some of the other text, which included variations of, are you tired of not spending as much time as you want with your kids? Are you tired of feeling like it's pay to play with the mother of your children? Are you tired of your ex using your kids as pawns? Are you tired of this game of chess? And then the ad itself says, hey dads, are you tired of not spending as much time as you want with your kids? Download our free guide now. And I won't tell you the name of the ad so that you don't go Google it. But clearly this is a family law attorney. This is a divorce attorney. They're trying to get new clients. Okay? Now, let's start at the top. Okay? This is rant time. All right? Stop asking these type of technical questions in Facebook groups. Okay? Yes, it's wonderful that you're going to get some feedback. Hopefully the feedback is good. The people that are going to be answering your questions, though, for the most part, have no idea what they're talking about. Take the time to go and work with someone that knows what they are doing. And I'm going to toot my own horn here for a minute to give you a perfect example. I have spent thousands of dollars on Facebook ads. I have invested multiple thousands of dollars in this kind of training. I bought a course for $3,000. I went to a full day of training with Frank Kern, who is probably the best Facebook advertising guy in the world. I am also a part of his mastermind group, and within that group, there are a bunch of people that are actually spending money on ads, testing things out, providing feedback, and can give you the kind of information and kind of feedback, for lack of a better word, I guess, that you really want. You can come into my group, the Inner Circle, okay, circleofsmall.com, for $147 a month, and you can get access to all of the information that I have. You can get one-on-one phone call with me for an hour. We will run through your ads. Every week I do a training where I could literally look through this ad and I would run down for you every single thing that's wrong. So for a $170 investment, you could just literally come in for 1 month and get out for a month if you really, really wanted to, although you wouldn't if you came in, but you could. And you could have this question answered by someone and within a group of people that actually know what they're talking about. Okay? Stop being so cheap, everyone. Stop Stop bending over to pick up a penny and stepping over dollars. Invest in your firm. Invest in your education. Invest in your future. Invest in yourself. So the equation for everyone from dollar for value as an investment and the return that you're going to get over time is just so often lost by many of us. And I want to try to talk you out of doing that. If you don't come into my group, that's fine. I don't care. But stop going to free places and asking for information from people that don't know what they're talking about, that are not going to give you good feedback, that are going to look at your ad and say, sounds good to me. We're going to talk about why it's bad here in a minute. I'm going to show you a perfect example of what you could get inside of a group like mine. Okay? circleofsmall.com. Go check it out. Okay? So that's number one. Okay, that is point number one of this is stop doing the free stuff. Okay? Even with this guy in this group, if you're listening, because I know he listens to this podcast, go pay this other dude that you're asking questions to give you some actual feedback and look at your stuff. Stop using the group, the free group, to try to do your stuff, right? There's a level and depth of expertise that is required to do these things correctly that you are not going to be able to get in a free group. There's just not enough time for the person that actually knows what they're talking about to be able to give you the feedback that you want without doing that. The reason my group is $147 a month is because there is a value of scale there with enough people in the group so that for me to take the time to answer your question is going to answer the same question for 20, 30, 40, 50 other people. That's how that works. That's why my prices are so low. I'm also not trying to suck as much money out of you as I can. I have proven results, and I like to talk about this stuff. So I'm trying to make it affordable and able and good for me to spend my time. I want to be able to come into these groups and be excited about it and teach and have fun. And that's why it's set up like that. Okay, so for all of you out there, stop trying to do it on your own, or stop trying to do it on your own without any help, without any feedback or guidance. It's the slow way. It's the bad way. I can't tell you that enough. There's just no other way to explain it. Like I said, even if you don't come into my group, just get into any group where you're paying some money. Like, get some exposure, get some contact with someone that knows what they're talking about. Okay, that is the worst. This is the worst thing you could do. Come to a free group and get a one-off answer that's going to take 30 seconds to respond to when you need this depth and level of response to be able to know what you're talking about. Okay, so number one, that's point number one. Rant officially over. Okay, now let's get into the meat of this a little bit. Hopefully you can recall what the ad was like, what the question was like. This is the problem. This is number two is point number two is Facebook's secret: know your platform. Okay, people are not coming onto Facebook to look for a divorce attorney. They're not coming onto Facebook to look for an estate planning attorney, which is what I do. They're not coming onto Facebook for any of these things. However, I have gotten multiple clients from Facebook. I have clients in my group that have gotten clients for traffic tickets, for business, for criminal defense, for family law, okay? But they're not doing it like this. They're not doing billboard ads. They're not trying to speak directly to someone and get them to sign up right away. They're not trying to get them to put their email address in for a free ebook, which by the way, is the worst. Let's start there, by the way. Okay, so this ad ends with a call to action to go and enter your email address to get a free ebook. Here's what I would do if I was on Facebook. Okay, and we're going to get super technical here for a minute. This is why you need to invest in someone like me to teach you how to do this so that you can learn it and understand it. If it were me, my ad would be a sort of like a little mini story about someone that wants custody of their children. Okay, I would talk about all the feelings that they are having, all the frustrations that they're having, all of the roadblocks that they're having, and then I would say, if you want some help, I have help for you. It is an ebook that is free. You do not have to enter your email address. You do not have to do anything except click on this link and go get this ebook. Okay? Boom. That's what I would do. Now, when they click the link and go to that site, I would have a Facebook pixel on that site. That would tell me every time somebody went from that Facebook link for the free ebook to the webpage for the free ebook, bing, right? Facebook lights up. From that point on, I know the person that has just traveled to this page has a specific and unique interest in the thing that I'm talking about, which is family law. From that point on, I would send them an entirely different set of content, an entirely different set of ads that would all focus around getting them into my office for help. I also wouldn't start though with a straight up ad. I would mix it in, I guess. I would do an ad for a consultation, but it wouldn't be scary. It would be more like, hey, I saw that you were interested in my book, and hopefully you'd had to take a chance to take a look at it. If you need some help, if you want to take some action, please book a call to talk with me for free. Right here, bing, do that. I would also work in some videos just like this one, where I talked about the things that were in the book. I would break out each concept of the book, and I would just be talking about it within videos. So if it's like crazy parent, how do you get custody with a crazy parent? How do you get custody when you hit this roadblock? Right? Each of these little points would be a video that I would make, and I would keep pushing those videos to those people via Facebook. All right? It's content plus branding plus help plus goodwill plus offers. Right? It breaks down very much, even simpler than that. Value, goodwill, offers. These are the things that we're giving people on Facebook. That's what they want. So instead of trying to hard sell them into a consultation right off the bat, some random person that you don't even know. And by the way, I will say this. One caveat to what I'm saying about this specific ad, I don't know if he has done that in before people see this ad. It's very possible, but I doubt it because the call to action is to go get this ebook. My guess is that this is a straight up cold sort of a ad to just random people trying to get them to raise their hand. But there is a way to do this on Facebook that is different than if you're doing a Google ad. For example, if somebody searches divorce attorney on Google, you know what they want. You know what they're going for. That's not the case here on Facebook. People want to be entertained. They want to be educated. They do. They want to see things that are interesting, things that are out of the ordinary. You can give them all of that, but you can't start with a hard sell. You especially can't start with a hard sell into something that they have to opt in for and they don't even know you. The opt-in these days is not necessary. The opt-in for me only comes, the only time anybody ever opts in, they don't even know it. It's when they book a time to talk with me. When they book a time to talk with me through my calendaring software, they automatically just get added to my email list. That's it. They don't have to opt in for nothing. No reports, no freebies. It's all there. And it's all just set up to get this cycle of going back, getting them back on Facebook again, more content, more stuff like that. Okay? So, point number 2, right? What's point number 1? Invest in someone that can help you. circleofsmall.com. Just go check it out. And by the way, I'm not even hard selling you guys on this. I don't keep saying circleofsmall.com because I'm like trying to like push you. I'm just literally frustrated at the number of people that are missing out on getting help because they're too cheap to go invest $147 in their law firm. It's ridiculous. So anyway, go do that if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'll be here telling you the same thing in a year, and eventually you're going to come check it out and you're going to love it. So point number 1, invest in yourself, get help. Get help with actual experts, pay people so that you can get their time and their attention and their information. Point number 2, no more email opt-ins, okay? Point number 3 is the way that you get people even into this opt-in is not in this way. I would never send this ad to a cold audience. The type of information that I would send to a cold audience is content-based videos, okay? With a call to action to this guide. So, to give you a perfect example, I would make a video that said how to overcome, let's call I'm just going to make something up, this because I don't know family law. I'm going to say how to overcome a stonewalling parent. Okay, we're going to say that. How to overcome a stonewalling parent is going to be one of the videos that I would make. I would get on there, I would say, hey, Christopher Small with the divorce firm. I want to talk today about how to get around a stonewalling parent. Before I get there though, I want to let you know that I created this ebook that dives into all of these issues. Not just this one, but all of them. And it's free. You don't have to enter your email address, nothing. If you just go to divorcebook.com, you can get it for free. It's literally just there. You just download it, you pick it up. You don't have to do anything. It's just there. So if you want more information, if you have other questions, they're probably answered in this book, go there. Okay, now let's talk about how to stonewall a parent. I would go through it. Okay, at the end I would say the same thing. Come and get the ebook. Thank you so much for your time. Bam. I would then send that video out to my wide circle, right, to the geographic area that I wanted to practice in. And then I would make a second video that was exactly the same, except the thing that we're talking about is different. Instead of stonewalling parent, let's talk about like a drug addict parent. I don't know. Like I said, I'm literally just making this stuff up. I would do the same thing. I would create 4 or 5 of those kind of videos, and I would pay to have them distributed out amongst my geographic area to parents. I would literally just pick the topic of parents. I would go from 25 to 50, and I would just let that thing run. And then what happens is you can, inside of Facebook, you can set it up so that anytime somebody watches 10 seconds of your video, which means they have an interest in what you're talking about, you pop them into a different audience, and then you can show them even more videos. And you can also show them then that direct ad that says, hey, don't forget, come get my ebook, right? Come and read this ebook. Don't forget, right? Look at all these other things. And then when they cross another threshold, which is either going to the ebook page or maybe watching another one of your videos to a certain extent, then you can hit them with an ad that is more direct sales centric, which would mean I still wouldn't scare them. I would just say, look, I don't know what I would say, but I would consider having one of my ads that I'm testing be something like this. Listen, I know that you are having these issues because I can tell when you come and look at my ebook. So don't be weirded out. If you have more questions or if you need to get help, please book a time to talk with me. It's free. You can talk over the phone or in person. Just click the link, divorcemeeting.com, and go check it out. That is the thing that I would do for this. Okay? Okay. So that's point number 3. The way that you structure your content on Facebook has to be using the platform in mind. Same with Instagram, same with Google ads, same with YouTube ads. Whatever you're making, you need to keep the platform in mind, and you need to think about how people are using the platform so that you can give them what they want. Okay? Point number 4. This goes directly, I'm actually going to answer his question a little bit. Okay? The feedback for me on the copy of this ad is that when you are talking about people on Facebook, they don't want to feel bad. They don't want to be reminded of their pain necessarily. They want to be uplifted. What I would do is tell a story about somebody that got help, and then within that story I would talk about the feelings that person was having, the frustrations, the challenges, the heartache, right? I would talk about all those things, and then I'll talk about an uplifting story. Boom. But then this happened, and they got all of the help that they needed. Everything worked out great. It was amazing. It was wonderful. And this is how they did it. You should go and do that too. That's what I would do for this ad. I wouldn't talk about, and you're going to have to wait here before I scroll. I wouldn't talk about, are you tired of not spending as much time with your kids? I wouldn't talk about, are you tired of feeling like it's pay to play with the mother of your children, right? Are you tired of your ex using your kids as pawns? I would talk about that stuff in the context of an uplifting story. Facebook's terms and services, if you read between the lines, you're going to have to trust me on this, is we want people to feel good on our platform. That's what they want. So when you're talking bad, when you're talking about negative thoughts and negative feelings that don't have an uplifting tone, then you are going to have trouble struggling with your ads. I'll give you another easy, super simple tip here when it comes to these kinds of ads. It's very important to, if you can, talk about things in the third person. Talk about things in terms of another person. Not, are you tired of this? Have you done this? Do you want this? I would talk about Joe was a single parent, or Joe was divorced and his wife was terrible to him. These things happened to him. Okay? If you've been experiencing these same things, then blah, 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 blah. Keep the word you to a minimum. Facebook does not like that. They think it's too misleading is not the right word, but it's similar. It's sort of like they think there's too much room for undue influence when you're talking about people specifically. Okay, so take the word you out of your ads. But on the broader level, I would just try to make it as positive and uplifting as possible. Work all the negative stuff into your story, but have it like a hero's journey, right? You want the hero's journey inside of your ad. Joe experienced this significant struggle. He had to overcome these great odds, and he did, and he made it through. And you can too. Just go read this ebook, book a time to talk with me, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, I think that's probably enough, right? Where are we at? We're 20 minutes. That answers most of these questions. Again, though, if you want to go deeper, circleofsmall.com. I did an entire 8, 9, 10 hour training on Facebook ads, complete with screenshots, complete with all kinds of stuff. It's inside the Inner Circle. That was our live workshop from April. Okay, I'm about to go tomorrow. Literally, I'm traveling to Kansas City to do the live workshop for July. Well, for Q3, so first week of July, and we're gonna talk about more of this stuff. Then we're talking about sales. We're talking about all kinds of fun stuff. But again, don't be so cheap as to miss out on these things because you're not willing to invest $147. If you invest that money in the Inner Circle, you do have to pay a little bit extra to come to the live meeting, but you get all the recordings. And I record them and they're up in like a week. So you'll see, I'll show you if you pay attention or you follow me, the amount of people that come to the live workshops is not large. I'm not going for large groups. I'm trying to provide myself an opportunity to create a bunch of fantastic, amazing content, give it to people live that want that experience because that experience is better, but to also then make it available to everybody else. And if you're not getting that, you are missing out. Okay? So, I think that's it. Again, remember, if you like this podcast, subscribe, rate, review, share it with somebody maybe, pay it forward a little bit. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to give them to me. I would love to hear them. If you want to check out the Inner Circle, go to circleofsmall.com. It's $147 a month, and you can cancel anytime. There are no commitments. If you don't like it, I don't want you in there. You're gonna like it though, and it's my best stuff, right? That's all I can say. I'm basically operating my law firm half time. I'm operating this business the other half, and I'm killing it. And there's a reason for that. It's because I'm focusing on a very specific set of things. I'm executing them well, and I'm executing them consistently. So I hope you enjoyed this again. I'm Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney. That's it. That's all I got. So I will talk to you again probably on Monday. Until then, hope you guys have a great time. If you're coming to Kansas City, I can't wait to see you there. If you're one of the locals that's coming to the local workshop, I can't wait to see you too. All right, have a great day, great week, great month, quarter, everything, and I will see you soon.